Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is Straight Up.
Yo.
I'm Chris.
I'm Cam.
And we're here to start the show. This is a special edition today. This is Monday Night Football. You know, we got Monday Night Football live here. Old Sports Center.
Anyways, kicking into the show, bro. Let's talk about a little bit of 49ers, Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, man.
What I wanted to talk about in this game yesterday, what I saw, bro, was a ton of defensive lack. Yo, the Niners, they just looked unready. I saw this play where Richard Sherman got whooped by Stephon Diggs.
Woo.
I mean, it literally, bro, the caption was Stephon Diggs put Richard Sherman in the spin cycle. And that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did.
My guy's taking cycling classes.
Yo, my sad. It was sad.
That's sad, yo.
Another thing I didn't see in that game was I didn't see a lot of the 49ers linebackers until late. Dalvin Cook, he came out early with an explosiveness, as we expected him to do, though, coming off of an injury.
Yeah.
So he came out, he was ready, he was fast, he was sparky. But coming around the second half, everything started to slow up a little bit for him because that Niners D-line started
picking it up in the second half.
They did.
They started shutting him down a little bit. He was only getting those, runs out on the flats. He was only getting those little small passes.
He was.
He wasn't getting no runs.
No runs at all, bro. That's what I noticed as well.
They pretty much shut him down in the second half.
But one thing I will say about that also, the Niners defense was they lacked at their youth. So when I saw that one play late, it was like around the 2-minute drill when Kirk Cousins, they had the 4th and 1, and they were like, everybody knew that they were trying to draw them offsides.
Oh man,
they knew that. That's what we all knew. We all knew that Kirk Cousins was trying to draw the 49ers' young defensive line offsides,
and they caught him.
And the thing was, he waited till it got to about 0-1 left on the play clock.
Really?
And then next thing you know, he didn't even call height.
He was gonna take delay game.
They were going to take the delay game.
Take that, man.
And next thing you know, the rookies, not the rookie, but the youngster Solomon Thompson jumps at the line and gets called immediately for the encroachment.
That was horrible.
That play literally changed the game because not only did it take away some time, but the Niners only had one timeout going down under 3 minutes left in the game.
Really?
How do you have only one timeout in a game that you're down one possession? I did not understand.
That's horrible coaching.
I didn't understand.
That bad. That game was really sloppy. It was horrible coaching. It sucked that Marquise Goodwin, he came out early with a hamstring injury. Drop passes too. That was a problem.
Yes.
There was a lot of issues in that game. It was just overall sloppy play from a young 49ers team that has a lot of potential, man.
Talk about Jimmy G. What do you feel about how did Jimmy G play yesterday?
Jimmy G. At first, I'm a real big Jimmy G fan, but at first, I thought Jimmy G, he had it together a little bit. He made some early mistakes, but he looked calm all throughout the game, and he looked like he was coming back a little bit. But I think maybe that Marquise Goodwin affected him because I think that Jimmy G, if he has a number one receiver, if he has a go-to guy, then I think he'll be solid. He'll be like he'll be a better version of Matt Ryan.
Jimmy G, he went 15 for 33, 261 yards, with his one touchdown, 3 interceptions. 2 of those were 3 passes, though. 2 of the interceptions were off tip passes that were dropped by receivers. And one thing you mentioned that was key was the Marquise Goodwin thing. Last year, Garoppolo fell in love with Marquise Goodwin. And so for him to not have Goodwin today, and then Garcon was really lacking. Really lacking. I'm trying to find the reception yard.
He only had 2 receptions.
Targeted 6 times. 21 yards.
That's not good, man.
And 5 yards was his longest run. 11 yards actually. But he had, that's decent. But he's such an explosive player. I would expect him to have more than that.
Yeah, man. Honestly, this guy Kirk Cousins, he came to ball today, and they had a shot. But the 49ers, they were way too sloppy, and they basically beat themselves.
That's exactly what
They beat themselves. They competed with a great defense. They competed with probably the best defense they'll face all year.
They did rank number one.
Yep,
last year.
They did rank number one, and that's probably the best defense they'll face all year. Maybe the best competition. So this was a tough game. It could be the first game of the season. They'll go on a roll. So I'm not really worried about the 49ers.
All right. That's good. Moving on, we're going at the Chiefs Chargers. This was a pretty nice game.
That game was explosive.
You had some fantasy points in that game.
Oh, man. Let's go, baby. I had some fantasy players in that game. We talking about the Chiefs 49ers, baby. I mean, Chiefs Chargers, baby. I'm sorry about that. So, oh, man, Tariq Hill. Let's talk about Tariq Hill, man.
Okay.
Let's talk about Tyreek Hill. My man gave me 42 points in fantasy. This guy was balling. This dude, there's nobody stopping Tariq Hill this year. This dude might be like the Devin Hester of the league.
Yo, that's funny you say that. Because yesterday when dude broke off for that kick return, immediately when the kick return.
Yo, man, it was the kick return.
Okay, it was so explosive.
Yo, man,
look at this.
Immediately took off. And
it was so crazy to see that.
Oh my goodness.
And then I look at the game, and next thing you know, he has a play. Breaks across the field.
Yo,
man, that reminded me of that play in the I think it was the NFC conference when the Larry Fitz he called that slant and took it all the way down.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
that was dynamic.
That's exactly what it
that was dynamic. That was dynamic.
How we feeling about Mahomes, man?
Mahomes looked great. I believe that the quote that you said the other day was he looks like a better version of Alex Smith. I don't think the Chiefs are lacking at all.
He came through with 4 touchdowns.
Yo, man, they spanked up the Chargers real bad.
4 touchdowns. That was big.
That was really big.
Tariq Hill came down with 169 receiving yards.
7 receptions on 8 targets. I gotta say, man, that's insane.
How can that not be
That's
insane?
unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Phillip Rivers, how do you feel about him?
Phillip Rivers, every year Phillip Rivers kind of does the same thing.
He threw the ball 51 times, 400 yards.
Phillip Rivers is always up there with Drew Brees.
They should have ran the ball a lot more, yo. Melvin Gordon only had 15 carries. He had 64 yards.
And his longest run was 18 yards.
Yo, they should have just been running it down the road.
They lost by 10 points. It says 28-38.
Come on, their running backs had 22 carries on 123 yards.
Wow.
What were they doing?
Phillip Rivers.
Yo, man. That's the problem with the Chargers.
They scored.
That's
16.
the problem with the Chargers.
Okay,
right
talk about it, dude.
The problem with the Chargers is Phillip Rivers. You bum. I'm telling you right now, Phillip Rivers, you better step up your game this year. There's no time. So we on to the next game. We're going to go over the Cowboys game. The Cowboys versus the Panthers. We're talking Cameron Newton. We talking Zeke Elliott. Dak bust. Prescott. Bust.
Yo, think about that. Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott, they did not ball at all. How do you come up with 8 points?
Yo, man.
You got 2 offensive weapons.
Are they missing Dez or what?
Oh, of course they're missing Dez. If Dez was there, they for sure would have had 2 touchdowns already.
The first player I'm going to put on the hot seat is Dak Prescott taking 6 sacks.
Ooh, when this offensive line is supposed to be the best.
The best offensive line, right?
Right.
Now you're taking 6 sacks.
And then you got
19 for 29, 0 touchdowns.
6
sacks and 0 touchdowns? What are you doing?
6 sacks, though. That's a big number, man. For your first game at that, looking like Eli in the pocket.
Dak, I'm going to say Dak is the most overrated player in the entire National Football League.
How do you say so?
I mean, this guy's on commercials. This guy is on America's team. They believe that he's the guy in Dallas, right?
Right.
He won a playoff game, I believe, right? Did he win a playoff game?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was quick if it happened.
I don't remember. They tried to say he's better than Tony Romo.
They tried.
He took his spot,
but he didn't finish with it.
I can't respect Dak Prescott. He made Tony Romo retire, and he might retire after 3 years of playing in the NFL. That's the most bum ass shit I ever seen in my life. I'm off that dude.
Let's talk about Cam.
Let's talk about Cam Newton.
How he came with 13 carries, 58 yards.
Hey man, Cam didn't throw any touchdowns either. He threw for less yards, but he got the win. But he threw 0 picks. But he got his own rushing touchdown, and he led his team in rushing yards and carries. This guy Cam is dynamic.
Think about the Kelvin Benjamin situation. If he was still here, do you think Carolina could possibly be a little more explosive if Kelvin had got together?
Man, I think that they need. I don't think so.
You don't think
I think
so?
it was more than Kelvin Benjamin. I think it was a combination because I liked when he had Steve Smith.
Okay.
I liked when he had multiple receivers like the Steve Smith tag in.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked
fast guys.
Yeah, like those fast guys. The other dude that he had that went to the Patriots, Brandon LaFell.
Exactly.
I liked when he had Brandon LaFell.
Okay.
So I think that if you just all you gotta do is just get Cam receivers, man. They don't put no effort into giving Cam receivers.
Or is it going to be too difficult?
You know what they treated Cam like?
What?
Colin Kaepernick.
Okay, they're making him work.
He's just Colin Kaepernick that gets a job in this league. That's all it is. He has a better arm. He's the most dynamic quarterback ever of all time. 6'6", 245. Runs a 4.5 40.
I cannot be like that.
There's nobody with that skill set.
Nobody.
I mean, that's super Cam right there.
That's super Cam right there. Y'all, this is straight up, y'all. We moving along. We talking Steelers. We talking Browns.
Browns, tie game. Steelers, Browns.
They said this was the first tie since 71.
Whoa.
Or the first tie on kickoff since 1971.
Oh my goodness. Steelers, Browns. I mean, Steelers Browns is a big topic though.
It is though.
I like, you know who I like in Steelers Browns?
Who?
James Conner.
James. Yo, okay.
Why are you laughing like that?
Okay,
Hold on. Let's keep it straight up.
So, yo,
why are you laughing like that?
I'm laughing like this because I clowned James Conner on our first episode.
We did clown.
I mean,
we went in on James Conner.
We said, what are their chances with James Conner? James Conner came out and ran the ball 31 times and came away with 135 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jesus. I'm pretty sure that was his career after.
He had a career after his career
day. I think that was his total stats.
But look at this though. If he wouldn't have done that, Big Ben had 3 picks.
Hey man, Big Ben has to go.
Big Ben has to. And his only touchdown was to who, of course?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio gonna catch the ball, Brown.
Antonio gonna catch damn ball, Brown.
That's who he threw it to because he knew that at the end of the day, if I need anything, go to AB.
He gonna catch it.
Just think if AB was holding out too.
Really?
What would the Steelers be?
If AB was holding out, the Steelers would be nowhere.
Yo,
the Steelers are worse than the Jaguars, first of all.
By far.
The Steelers, I think, are worse than the Browns.
I took the Browns to
the Browns are shuffling quarterbacks. Right. And they tied the game with the Steelers.
Yo, Tyrod threw the ball 40 times.
Yo, man.
He only completed 15 of that.
Come on, yo.
Yo, all you needed to do was complete a few more.
He got sacked 7 times, too.
Yo, wow. Just think about that. If you completed 5 more passes, your team for sure would have won this game.
Really?
All you need to do is complete 5 more of those 40 passes.
Really, yo? Look at Jarvis Landry was targeted 15 times and he got 7 receptions
for 106 yards. And no touchdowns, though.
No touchdowns.
Tyrod couldn't get it in the end zone.
Tyrod couldn't get it to his receivers, man.
At all.
I like Baker, man.
You think we should go Baker week 2?
I think so. I think they should do it early.
I think I was watching that game and that play Tyrod threw and it was short and it ended up being an interception.
Yeah. That was that game deciding play.
Baker would have made that
Baker
throw.
would have made that throw.
Because
I remember watching that.
who was that? Gordon was on the edge.
That was
Gordon or Landry.
It might have been.
But
No, that was Gordon.
Okay,
Gordon's way more explosive.
Right, Gordon was on the outside, and he had the corner beat by a step.
He did.
He had a
step.
step. He had a step, and that's all you need as a receiver.
That's
is a
all
step.
you need. A step. Just
Throw
launch
the
it.
ball in their hands,
Throw
go out extended for 2 more.
Yo,
And you catch that right there.
Tyrod, he tested to throw short.
Tyrod was throwing short in Buffalo,
He was throwing short at Buffalo.
and then we have this. Baker would have made that throw.
Yep.
Baker would have made that throw. We're gonna move along though. We're gonna talk about let's talk about Adrian Peterson.
AP.
166 all-purpose yards yesterday. His Vikings debut. I mean, not Vikings, Redskins.
AP, man, I gotta respect AP. This dude is a monster. Yo, coming off the injury too. Coming off the surgeries.
Coming off the surgeries though.
Yo, as a vet, man, I gotta respect it. This guy AP is balling at a level that no running back is playing at right now.
I'm gonna be at 200. I did not expect him to have over 100 yards at all in anything, like at all. And he came through.
He has
and did it.
166 all-purpose yards.
Right.
Yo, man,
With a touchdown.
that's big.
Of course, he has a touchdown.
That's
One thing
big.
he knows how to do is find the end zone.
He led his team in rushing and receiving.
Did he ever do that in Minnesota?
I don't think so.
For him to do that now,
With Alex Smith.
that's a spark.
Yo, Alex Smith and
Whoa.
AP. They're getting a
Think
regeneration.
about
They're getting a regeneration for their career.
Yo, think about this. This is the best running back Alex Smith has ever had. I feel
Ever
like.
had.
Ever
And
had.
he's catching the ball. I don't know if he's fumbling. I don't think he's fumbling.
I don't think he fumbled this time. You know,
Yeah, he has a lost fumble.
of course. I thought so.
Hey, man, I'm trying to give you some light. I'm trying to give you some love here.
That
I'm
was
trying.
He fumble all the time. We play Madden.
Hey, man.
He's fast, but we play Madden.
Okay, so AP is back. That's what AP is really back.
That's how we feeling.
That's how it is. AP is really back. Everything's the juke moves is there.
Hold on, though. I'm gonna throw something at you though.
Okay.
The simple fact that AP just left from Arizona.
Yeah,
AP's first game in Arizona, he broke off for 100+ yards.
he had more, and he had more rushing yards than Arizona's whole team.
But then I'm thinking like maybe this was just a week 1 look because he knows the defense. Because he just left his team.
Yeah, he just left his team, so he knows that he has been playing scrimmage.
And then think about this. Alex Smith has been running that defense forever when he was a 49er.
yes,
So he's very familiar with Arizona. So I expected Washington to at least win this game, having that advantage with Alex Smith knowing the Cardinals and then AP knowing the Cardinals.
That's very true.
Why wouldn't they go off?
That's crazy, man.
Why wouldn't Alex Smith go 21 for 30, 255, and 2 touchdowns?
That's ridiculous.
Why wouldn't he do that against the
Yeah,
Cardinals?
he knows that. He played them twice a year for years.
For years.
For years.
So, I mean, that's easy money for him.
Yo, Alex Smith makes the right decisions, man. I love Alex Smith.
He just really needs that winner.
We're going to move on real quick, though.
He needs that winner.
We're going to move on to the Packers-Bears.
Okay, that was a really good game.
Let's see.
Rodgers looks to have found new targets in Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams. Or was it just the Bears?
I think, nah, man. The Bears, they beat themselves up at the end. But that momentum that Rodgers came in with, that was different, man. I think that Rodgers, Limpy Wonder out there, my man A-Rod, Limpy Wonder, I think that he really just changed the game. He's playing at a high level.
Yeah,
This guy came, he was carted off the field.
Right, I saw that.
His leg was almost broken. His leg's falling off. He's coming off the field limping, throwing 3 touchdowns.
It's like once Rodgers figured it out, he carried the confidence to just finish.
Really? That was the largest fourth quarter deficit the Packers ever had.
Wow. And he had it, and he won it.
And he won.
All I keep seeing all over social media is that's why they paid the man.
Really? Really, yo.
Yo, but then think about K-Mac on the other side.
Yo, Khalil Mack.
That's why they paid him.
Yo, really?
Yo,
came in effective immediately.
effective immediately. He had a touchdown, a strip sack, a forced fumble, tackles for loss. He went off.
Oh man, I'm sorry guys. That's our show, guys.
That's the shit.
I'm sorry guys, yo.
We
was doing a lot of stuff, but you can see us tomorrow. We'll be back at the regular time. I know, fumbling and fumbling, mumbling, and I mean, thanks, guys.
All
right. Everybody that joined us, I appreciate it. You know, we'll be back again tomorrow at 8:30 Pacific time. Love you, wavy, yummy. Peace.